Come on in, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. For anybody new here, hi, I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. I would like to welcome you to yet another struggle cooking class where I am not a professional chef, nor am I a professional YouTuber. I am just a mom and a home cooker sharing my love of food on my health and wellness journey with you all. So, we are going to be making soup today. Soup is on. It is soup season. One second, y'all. It is soup season where we are in North America. So if you like Olive Garden, we are going to try and recreate 100-calorie Zuppa Toscana. So I believe that translates to Tuscan soup. Maybe our Italian brothers and sisters can let us know. So I'm going to take my time today. This is a new recipe that I've never made before, but I saw this one on Low Carb Love. We've used her recipes multiple times. I'm going to show you all the video that came up in my feed, and I had the ingredients, most of them on hand, but we have a special ingredient that we're going to use today for the first time. So we will take attendance. If you would like to be counted present, feel free to announce yourself. However, if you prefer to watch quietly from the clouds, y'all are all welcome here. We are the happy, wholesome, family-friendly side of Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Hello, Jurgen, my moderator across the pond in Germany is here. Thank you so much to John Holmes, Eric, 23 Guardians, Zell is here. Let's see, who else do we have? We have Soul, we have Spirit, we have LaRoche, we have Coach, Faux Logic, Antonio. Thank you all so much for watching on Instagram. Hello, everybody on TikTok. Thank you, Ash. My moderators are in. So let me show you all this recipe. Hello, UFO Kamikaze. Hello, Angela's watching on Facebook. And as always, let me start by saying thank you so much to Cooking with Aisha. You all, we are coming down to the last couple weeks. So if you don't know me, I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. I do have my own channel, but on Mondays we do a series, Mondays with Maggie on Cooking with Aisha. And we are going to be wrapping that up. Oh, thank you, Livy. This is, y'all know me in my Amazon dresses. Me no mister likes the 1950s flowery style. So I just have some patent pointed flats. I don't know if y'all can see those. And I put a little belt on it because I need help with waist definition. It's a struggle. I like to eat. And yeah, I wanted to wear the last little bit of spring before it gets too cold. So thank you kindly for the compliment. All right. I make food and femininity content. Hello, Quincy. Hello, Truly. Hello, Easy. Thank you all so much for being here. Jessica is here. Hello, my dear. Hello, Belinda. Bert is present and accounted for. So we are wrapping up our series with Aisha. Aisha, she has all the spices that you all like to cook with. Okay, I know you didn't ask for that. Happy Monday, everyone. But I have been helping her along with cooking cousins. Oh, thank you, Maria. I've been helping her along with cooking cousins so that she could get all of her spices out, but she is caught up, so I'm very excited. We will be wrapping up the Aisha collabs Mondays with Maggie end of October. So I think we have today and then one more week. And then if you all are interested in my content, you can find me at Maggie the Substitute Teacher on all platforms. All right. Hello, Evolving, and hello, Angela. Hello, Belinda. Thank you so much for being here. Jessica says it was good though. What was good? I forgot already, y'all. All right, let me show you all the recipe. Let me get my iPad on the charger. All right. So this is Low Carb Love. Let me pull it up so you all can see. And as always, I put the recipe in the description so you all can see. And I also printed it out. All right. So I'm going to take my time with this one. But I love soup. I'm going to be doing more soups and salads. Clearly, I can miss a meal. But I do want to kind of cut back because this time of year, you all know that I have a birthday next month, and then we have Halloween coming up if you celebrate, we have Thanksgiving if you celebrate, then we have everything: Christmas, Hanukkah, Diwali, Chinese New Year, everything. We love everybody, but this time of year there's lots of gatherings and lots of meals. Oh, you like the skin? Thank you. Y'all are too kind. Y'all see everything. Thank you. I just try to take care of myself. I'll be 49 next month, and I believe in aging gracefully. But thank you. Thank you for the compliment. But yeah, this time of year, there's a lot going on. And so I just figured if I can cut back, right? So we're going to be doing more soups and salads. I think I'll do a summer salad, a salad series. But soup is great. You love the dress? Thank you. Just Amazon. I don't spend money on clothes, y'all, 20, 30 bucks. But soups are great for multiple reasons. Hello, Landon. Number one, they are warm. And so the fact that they are warm, not only do they give you the warm fuzzies on the inside, I think soup makes you slow down eating it because the temperature, you can't just shove it in, okay? So you have to sip or you have to, take small spoonfuls. And I think slowing down when we're eating, I'll speak to myself, it helps us recognize that we're getting full, all right, instead of just powering through it. So number one, soups are warm. Number two, soups are very filling because of the broth. And this is a broth soup. You can do a cream-based soup or you can do a broth-based soup. We are going to be doing a broth-based soup. And I love those type of soups because that liquid that you get in the soup itself helps make you full and kind of satisfies you. And then you can put everything in a soup. You can put meat, you can put starch, you can put veggies, and I think we're gonna have all of that today, all right? So let me pull it up so you all can see what we're making today. Again, this is a low carb love recipe. Y'all like it? Classic, elegant housewife. That's me. Thank you. I love this stuff. I work in tech, but y'all, look, this is my happy place. So welcome to my home. Welcome to my kitchen. Thank you all for coming and sharing with me. Jurgen had lentil soup with beef today. Jessica's here for the singing. Christina says, hi, beautiful. Thank you. Patsy says, good afternoon. You made chili yesterday. Yes. And these type of like soups and stews are great when you're cooking for the family because a little goes a long way. And y'all know how I feel about these assembly meals where you have the basics and then people can top them. Soups are great with that. So think of like a tortilla soup or a chili. This one likes avocado. This one likes cheese. This one likes sour cream. All right, you'll be all right. Maria says, if I weren't married, I'd eat soup every day of my life. Yeah, I know. I'm going to try and do more soups and salads, y'all. Trying to get the rest of this weight off. 50 pounds by 50. I was down about 12. And then travel. Y'all know. I accept it. I'm going to have to worry about this the rest of my life. Okay, TikTok. I think we were on TikTok. I found the video. So let me find it for you all. I'm going to show you all what we're making today. And then we'll just keep this on repeat and get the get the ingredients out. Okay, Zuppa Toscana, if I'm saying it correctly. So I believe that is Italian soup or Tuscan soup. All right, and I love Tuscany. Italy is amazing, but yes, the Tuscan region. For our meatitarians, if you like a good steak, that's for you. Hello, Biggie. You love a good soup? Okay. Oh, y'all like it? Okay, so this is what we're making today from Low Carb Love.
135 pounds by making meals like this, and this is my lighter version of a Zuppa de Toscana. I'm starting off with Italian sausage, but you can use ground turkey, ground beef, your meat of choice. Let it brown. I'm gonna add in my onion and garlic. I'm adding in chayote just to keep it low carb, but you can totally use potato. Dried tomatoes, we mix. I'm using some Italian seasoning, garlic powder, some onion powder, chili flakes for some spice, and salt and pepper. Okay, this looks perfect. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my kettle and fire bone broth. Now this is full of collagen and it's gonna add 40 grams of protein to my soup. I'm adding my almond milk and this will actually cut the calories by more than half. So now I'm gonna bring it down to a simmer and add in my kale. We can never forget some fresh Parmesan cheese. My goodness, cheers.
All right, so that's what we're making today. All right, so this is our Zuppa Toscana. Have I ever made this before? No. Why would I do that? Has that ever stopped us? No. So I wanted to make this soup and I'm going to show you all the ingredients. We're going to start with our veggies and get those prepped, and then we'll brown our meat and get everything assembled and go. I am your substitute teacher because I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. And Myra is using a potato substitute that I've never used before. If we have any Latin brothers and sisters here, apparently there is a squash called chayote that is going to be a substitute for potato. Thank you. But if you are making this for the family, if you can have the full flavor ingredients, then you would dice up potato, okay? So Robin says, just came on, what are you cooking? We're gonna make a soup, a Tuscan soup. This is the Olive Garden dupe So copycat Zuppa Toscana, all right? Bert says you like a good soup and a salad. Ooh, Christina made crab rangoon last night. That does sound good. Vicky says, you're in the middle of cutting apples for apple butter. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Hello, Raul. Hello, Big. And hello, Adawel. All right, so let me clean off the counter. And we're going to go through everything, y'all. And I'm going to slow down because I never made this before. But the other thing, I do cook every day. So if you don't cook every day, that's fine. But these are the types of meals that you can make a big pot of soup and continue to eat off of. So if you like to cook every third day or every other day, that can be an option for you. Okay? So let's clean the counter, wash hands, and then get my uniform on. And we'll go through the ingredients. You all can let me know. Give me some suggestions. What's everybody's favorite soup? I love a good butternut squash. Oh my God. I could eat that every day. So if you all have any favorite soups, as we're approaching the holiday season, I think I'm going to do more soups and salads because we can really pack on the pounds this time of year. And clearly, I don't need to. All right. All right. Raina says, this is one of your favorite soups. Yes, I believe at Olive Garden. Isn't this the one? Ask me how I know. Don't they have like the bottomless breadsticks and soup? So bad. All right. Okay. So let me clean my hands and get my uniform on. But yeah, I think, yes, Donna likes a butternut. Ooh, Faith on TikTok likes a Brunswick stew. Precious likes a vegetable beef soup. Ooh, yes, absolutely. Let me know what everybody's soup's on, y'all. Today is soup with Maggie, okay? So let us put on our little apron, a little fall color, so we can stay relatively clean. Hello, Natea's here. You sent me a recipe, I believe. I need to check my inboxes. I love it when y'all spam me with recipes, but usually I'm just kind of like, what do I have a taste for today? Or what ingredients do I have on hand, right? I did place a grocery order, but I like to use what I have because y'all know ingredients are expensive. Hello, Jay Sweet. Hello, Philip, Kyles, and Nostalgic. Okay, so let me get the recipe. All right, y'all. So we got some prepping and chopping. If you're new here, I do everything from scratch. You know those cooking shows where everything is prepared and it's beautiful? This is not that, all right? So she says this is 100-calorie Zuppa Toscana soup. So that means we can eat 5 servings of it, right? I want a big old bowl. I want a big old bowl of soup, and I'm gonna sit down and eat it. Tuxberry says you like a Jamu Haitian soup. You love the dress, very demure. Y'all are too cute. Thank you. Crystal says, good evening. You're right about ingredients. Yeah, from Instacart. I use Instacart. Here's the thing. Do what works for you. I like the grocery delivery services because it actually saves me money. I do have a discount code for you all if you go to I think the Maggie cheat sheet, teachable moments with Maggie.com. Hello, Jasmine. But y'all are so funny. For me, I know I have a problem with impulse buy. I saw some, y'all, okay, I'm going to tell on myself, not for today, but for research purposes. I was shopping on the Instacart and I saw something. None of this is sponsored, y'all, but has anybody seen these limited edition Coca-Cola Oreos? This is my problem. I go into the store for one thing, I come out with this. Now, here's the thing. I will wait until the boys are here. They're not here, they're with Dad. And I will give the cookies to the boys. And I will ask if we could taste one, and I'll have 1 or 2 and give them the package. My point is that I know this about myself. If I go into the store for like 2 things, I'll come out with 10 things. And then once it's in the house, it's a wrap. So let me actually get these out of line of sight. So I like shopping online because it allows me to get what I need and just a few other stray random items. But yeah, it's and plus I can do it while I'm working and it'll be here by the time I need to stream with you all. All right. Hello, Prince. They're usually about $100 a year. So $2 per week saves me from having to go into the store and park and do all of that. Y'all laughing at me. Crystal says you saw him, you didn't get him. You see, you don't go to the store hungry, impulse buy. It's whatever. I don't know if one of my moderators could go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com, and if you scroll down, I think there's something called either class notes or cheat sheet, and I think I have some discount codes for you all there. User says you like the style and the teeth. Y'all are so funny. Y'all see everything. My mom made us brush when we were growing up with baking soda. So thank you. Yeah. Hello, Smez is here. Been a while. All right, let's put these away, y'all. Thane also gave me a chocolate tasting for Cadbury. I'll show y'all. We're not opening. See, we are not opening this today, but these are in the fridge. I don't know if anybody has ever tried these Cadbury dairy milk, but he says there's the American version and there's the UK version. So you all know me, research purposes, I ordered both. One from the grocery store, one from Amazon UK. So again, when the boys are here, we'll do a taste test and I'll give them the chocolate. So ladies, if you're struggling with the snacks, I won't bake anything unless I'm giving it away, and I'll sample one because it will be bad. Hello, Afro. Hello, Dono. Hello, Jay. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, can someone find the code for Crystal, for the Instacart, and drop it in the chat? I don't know off the top of my head. Or Crystal, you're on Facebook. Inbox me, and after my stream, I'll find it for you. Okay, let's get started. Too many distractions. Okay, so Zuppa Toscana. So the ingredients, it says 1 pound of ground turkey. So what I have is, this was frozen. I put it in the sink to thaw out, Italian style ground turkey. So I am using, oh, I thought it was turkey sausage. No, it is just turkey. You could use beef, pork, turkey sausage, whatever you like. Turkey sausage or Italian sausage might actually be nice and give you a really good flavor. All right, so we have ground turkey. This is going to be our meat, but I'm going to leave it in the sink until we're ready. Clean my hands. All right. And then we need 1 onion. We're going to have to dice an onion. All right, ladies. Sometimes when I talk to ladies, they're like, how do you know to do all this stuff? Practice. I am the daughter of a retired home economics teacher, but one of the things I've learned to do is take a mental inventory of my refrigerator, right? So when you're going in there and you pull the drawer, I notice, oh, I have an onion, and I just kind of file it away. If your brain doesn't work like that, that's fine, but you want to kind of have the staples on hand so you know when you cook in a recipe. Of course, there's going to be times where you're like, oh, shoot, I'm out of something, but I knew I had an onion. When I saw it on this recipe, I'm like, great. So we will dice an onion. Hopefully it won't make me cry too much. Hello, really. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all so much. Oh, yes. Thank you, Crystal. Yeah, I'm Maggie on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of that. They keep coming up with stuff and I'm old. 3 cloves of garlic. So we actually have fresh garlic, class. All right. So we are going to mince this. So this is a bulb of garlic, the big one, and then each of these little nodules is a clove. So we need 3 of the little lumpy bits. Now, if you like garlic, you can go extra. I love garlic flavor, so but we'll go with the 3. But we actually have fresh. If you don't have fresh, you could probably use the minced one in the jar, or the whole ones in the jar, or the squeeze paste. If anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, let me know and I'll get it out of the fridge so you can see. We need Italian seasoning. I do have that. Italiano. I see, okay, there it is. So Italian seasoning, or, oh, I also have fresh basil. I did buy some fresh basil, y'all. So we've got our seasonings. What else do we need? All right, so here is the star of the show. Hello, Melia, and hello, West. So in the Zuppa Toscana in Olive Garden, it's actually diced potato, okay? That's what gives it that, how do you say, the substance, right? The structure. This recipe calls for something called chayote. I have never heard of a chayote. Maybe you all have. 1 chayote squash peeled and diced. So I bought 1. Shout out to Kroger. I have never eaten this before. Apparently this is a squash from Mexico. And this is supposed to give us our potato texture. To me, it looks like a very large pear. So apparently we cut this and we peel this and we cut this. I'm going to pull up the other video of her actually explaining it while I get the other ingredients out. Let me know if anybody has ever used the chayote. Kim says it's hard. Oh, it's very good and it's good for you. Thank you. All right. So I'm a little bit nervous. I've never used one of these before. But if you're diabetic, pre-diabetic, if you're trying to watch the starches, this could be an option for you. All right. Let's see. So low carb love Zuppa. I just like saying that. Zuppa. Okay, Zuppa Toscana. I'm just gonna let this play while we get the other ingredients out. Extra creamy. She's got an extra creamy version.
If you love the Zuppa de Toscana soup from Olive Garden, look no further. This one is it.
I'm gonna wash and peel. Let me turn it down.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love. Now, for those of you who don't know, I lost over 100 pounds by making substitutes of my favorite food. So today I'm going to share with you my Zuppa de Toscana.
Hello, Kyle. Denise DeSarlo.
I've kind of broken down the calories.
Extra onions. Oh, you use this in soup. Hello, wannabe.
100 calories per bowl, but it has all the flavors. So one of the things that adds
Just washing it.
calories to a regular soup is all of the heavy creams that they use. So I'll show you my little hacks. I make a little few tweaks that give you all the flavor, but without all the calories and fat and carbs. Okay. So typically the soup is made with pork. The pork is a lot fattier. It does have a lot more calories. So what we're going to use is some turkey meat, but we are going to season the heck out of it. So it's going to have all the flavor.
Season the heck out of it. That's true. I will say this while she's talking. Kale says, what are you making, Maggie? Hello, Torrance. So we're making the Zuppa Toscana soup from Olive Garden.
Powder, some onion powder, chili flakes for some
So I'm going to
spice,
peel and cut this up. I don't know if there's a seed
Okay, this looks
inside.
Perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my kettle and fire bone broth. Now this is full of collagen and it's going to add 40 grams of protein to my soup. I'm adding my almond milk. And
That's
this
our
will actually
substitute
cut
for
the
heavy
calories by more than
cream.
half. So now I'm going to break
Sounds
it down
good?
to center
Oh,
and
thank you.
add my kale.
All right.
We can never forget some fresh Parmesan cheese. My goodness. Cheers.
All right, so I was trying to learn about this. You all are familiar, so we'll just keep this one going. You all are familiar with this vegetable. Good Looking says it lowers high cholesterol. You use it when your cholesterol was high. Wonderful. So I guess let me just get the potato peeler and try it. Thank you. Y'all like the dress. Thank you. I think it's some more flower dresses for y'all. I'm glad you like it. Okay. So it says 1 squash peeled and diced. So let's just see. Okay. It's kind of interesting. I want to bite it, but let me just peel. And I'm going to go back to her video while I'm peeling, or if y'all have questions, you know, I'll answer them for you. Oh. I'm just going to peel this whole thing and cut it up into cubes. Again, we're making the Olive Garden copycat Zuppa Toscana, and this is our substitute for the diced potato.
Actually, before I cook this, let's go ahead and just prep our veggies. Now, in case you don't know what goes into
Here we go.
Toscana, we have our kale, we have our onion, garlic. Now, remember, we are making this a lighter version.
Let me show y'all.
It's going to be less calories. It's going to be lower in carbs. So instead of potato, I don't know if you know what this is or if you've ever seen this, but this is a chayote, okay? I don't know what the name of it is in English, but in Spanish, it's chayote. So if you know what it is, let me know. It literally mimics potatoes down to the T, like the texture's on
Really?
point. So this really hits the spot when you're craving potatoes and you're either diabetic or you are trying to keep your food low carb. Right here, chayote is bomb. For the chayote, basically what we want here are, like, you just think about how big you would want your potatoes. Like, Some people love huge chunks. I'm not that person. I like mine to be kind of like bite size.
It looks like green apple.
This is kind of like what I'm going for. It's
okay.
the same size that I would cut my potatoes.
I'm seeing this for the first time.
It's going to add 40 grams of protein to my...
All right. So I'm just peeling it. I don't know if you can eat the skin, but I'm just going to do a peel on our chayote. And apparently this is going to give us the potato experience. Hello, In Light. Hello, Rock. Hello, Overweight. Hello, Simply. Thank you all so much for being here. Hello, Devayan is here. Bert wants extra onion in his soup. Crystal says it does look like a pear. Yeah. So I'm just giving this a nice little peel. It's a little bit of an oblong shape. It just doesn't really have a smell. It's not really earthy like a potato. And it's just kind of peeling off. So I'm just going to go around. And again, come on in. We're making this the Olive Garden. Let me put it on. I'm going to put it on the paper towel because on the cutting board, it kind of wobbles. So just having a little bit of friction with the paper towel, hopefully it'll keep it a little bit more steady for me. Because you want to be careful, especially when you're cutting or slicing anything that's oblong, or, you know, any kind of unique shape. And you see I'm kind of going away from me. So we're just going to try and get the skin off this chayote squash. Hello, Bespoke. And Bert says they use that squash in Louisiana. Okay, wonderful. We're learning together, y'all. Like I say, I'm just here for inspiration. I'm just a mom and a home cooker. I am not a professional. Well, I am, but not in the kitchen. I just enjoy trying it. And, you know, if you're trying to eat out less, the key, and I never thought I would say this, but the key is try to find, hello, Wiz the King. Hello, I told you. The key is to try to find the recipes that you like out in the world and try to recreate them at home. Even if you don't do it every day, but if you're craving, I don't know, wings and fries or whatever, maybe you air fry some wings and make some home fries or something, because in these restaurants, and God bless them, but they're just moving so fast. They're trying to get food out to the masses. They're just so heavy-handed with everything. And before you know it, you've really overconsumed oils and sugars and stuff like that. Again, I am not the food police. Please do what works for you. Okay, so I peeled it, but it still looks kind of the same green, but it's fine. Let's see what it looks like when we cut into it. Again, this is our chayote squash. And this is our substitute for potato in our copycat Olive Garden Zuppa Toscana. All right, so let's get, I guess y'all can eat the skin. I'm going to go ahead and toss it. But if anybody's familiar with the chayote, is it like potato where you can peel potato or eat the potato skin? I'm assuming. All right, let's toss this. Okay. Now let's see if we can just cut this. I'm a small dice potato person. So let's see what we can get here carefully. All right, cuts pretty clean. I gotta taste it raw. I know that's weird, but I've never had this vegetable before. So you hear it's got the crunch. Dory says, what is that Maggie peeled? It's a chayote squash. So this is going to be our potato substitute for our soup. So you all heard it has the crunch of like an apple or a pear, but it's not sweet. So it's kind of watery like that, but it's not sweet. So some of y'all say you use it for juicing. I can see. I don't know if there's a seed or a core. I'm just going around it. Let's see what happens. I guess you could cut the whole thing. Oh, there is a seed in the middle, like a little pregnant chayote. All right. So now we know what's on the inside. I'll just kind of cut around it. All right, and we'll take off the stem. And this recipe calls for one whole chayote. So I'm just going to, if you don't have great knife skills, cut it in half and then cut that half in half. That's what I do. All right. So little cubes like this. This is what's going to be in our soup. If you're cooking for kids, you can make them smaller. But we're just going to do this. And let me put these in a bowl so we have them ready to go. We're going to go ahead and do all of our veggie prep and then assemble. Avengers assemble. So this will be our potato substitute. I'm very excited. And you all know sometimes it's just, I don't know if it's a psychological thing, but when you want the crunch, right? There's something like when you bite down, I think it like really does something in the brain. Hello, I am. I told you, sis, it's interesting. You're a Jamaican heritage and they refer to it as chocho. You've only seen it in soup. That's what we're making today. So yeah, I mean, if you are making a soup that has like a potato in it, you can make it without it, but you know, you'll just kind of have that feeling that something is missing. All right. So see if you can find these substitutes. And apparently this is from the squash family and it's called chayote or chocho in Jamaica. I like that. Not my chichi, but my chocho. So bad. Oh my goodness. All right. Not anything over here. We are family friendly. All right. So we're just cutting this. We just peeled it and I'm just dicing it into squares. You could go as big or as small as you want. I wonder if you could like pan fry this like a little breakfast potato. Could you like season it up and pan fry it in some oil? Smith says it's more bland than a potato and less starchy. And yes, you can eat the skin. Good to know. Okay. It is bland. You can tell this has a very neutral flavor. So when we cut into it, it kind of crunched like an apple or a pear. It kind of looks like a Granny Smith. But I can tell this is going to absorb the flavor of what we, our broth and all of that. All right. So this is our potato substitute for our Zuppa Toscana. Okay. So if you can have the full flavor version, do a regular potato. This is our low carb, less starchy substitute. All right, let's see what other veggies we need. Let's go ahead and do all the veggies, then we'll get the cooktop out. So we got turkey. We need to dice an onion. Let's go ahead and get in here. Might as well. It's been a while since we've diced a whole onion, so let me give you all my little hack for the onion. So I think I saw this somewhere, read this somewhere, that when you cut into onion, hello, cowboy. Hello, Barry. When you cut into onions, something about the fumes or whatever is pulling from the closest water source. That's why it makes us cry. It takes the tears from our eyes. So if you have a little cup of water, thank you, Poodle says the skin is edible. I'm just going to get some tap water and keep this next to where you're cutting. Then what will happen is it will take the liquid from the water and not from your eyes. Let's see if it works. But yeah, it has been. So just regular tap water, and I'm going to put that here. So let's go ahead and get into our onion. Again, I'm not a professional here. We're just going to dice our onion. Take the stem off or not. There's lots of ways to dice an onion. I'm going to peel the skin off here until we get down to the less papery parts. And then we're just going to dice. Doesn't have to be perfect, especially because we're putting this in a soup. So it's going to cook and simmer down. If you're doing a burger, you can do rings. If you're doing like a stir fry, you can do strips. Since we're doing a soup, we're just going to cut this a little bit smaller than our potato. And so this could be a good date night meal, you know, since there's some prep, everybody have their station and help out. These meals ain't free. Hello, C-Cell. Hello, Viper. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Das Cakes. Thank you. All right. So we're going to dice our onion and see if we can do it without crying. Lots of little hacks. There's so many ways to get things done. People have been cooking for thousands of years. And that's one of the things I love about cooking is it brings us all together. Hello, Blanche and Be Rich. Thank you all so much for being here. Okay. So again, if you're coming in, just coming in, we're making the Olive Garden copycat Zuppa Toscana. All right. So that is the goal. All right. So let's get in here. We're going to cut our onion down. I just do it this way. Get the flat part. And if you cut it along the natural rings, it'll just kind of
fall apart on its own. All right, and then I'm just going to turn it this way and kind of dice. Since this is going into a soup, for me, it's okay. Kind of messy. So far, no tears. I'm cutting next to the water, and the fumes, hopefully, will pull from that water source and not from my eyes. So that's another little hack. All right, these onions are going to go in. I know Bert wants extra onions. Hello, Sandra, or is it Sandra? And this, I have a white onion. Recipe calls for just a medium onion. This one is actually large, so larger. All right, half the onion done. So far, no tears. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the gifts. Hello, Jasmine, and hello, D. Ray. All right, so let's get this out of the way, and we'll cut up the other one. It's not perfect, but y'all will be all right. All right, so let's cut the other half of the onion. Onion is just a great ingredient. I like it. Now everybody likes it, all right? And that's fine. So we're just gonna dice this onion. And then I think the other thing, we've got sun-dried tomatoes, which are gonna give us a nice color in our Zuppa Toscana. And then we have kale, all right? So lots of tummy-friendly vegetables. But if you have kids, moms, picky eaters, this is a great way to get extra veggies in their food. Put it in the soup. Put it in the stuff they're already going to eat. And you could do, like, if you're doing the full flavor Zuppa Toscana with those, like, buttery breadsticks, have some for me. Or, you know, tomato soup and grilled cheese. Y'all were saying, I love a good butternut squash. Oh. All right, almost done. We're doing really well with our onions. Again, our hack is just to have some water close to where you're cutting, and I'm not getting any fumes. Almost done. Just dicing or hacking away at an onion. And we'll have the sun-dried tomatoes and the kale. I don't think we have to cut the kale. I think the kale we can just kind of strip by hand. All right, that's good enough. Good enough. For me, it's good enough. Hello, Ken. Hello, Cure. Good enough for me. I'm old. Y'all don't know about Cyndi Lauper. All right, focus, Maggie. So let's get our onion. Now, if you have more time than money, you can cut these up yourself. If you have more money than time, you can buy your vegetables already cut up in the grocery store. Nice little shortcut if you need to, if you don't want to do all the prep. If you want to still get a home-cooked meal on the table, you can take some shortcuts. I just like showing you all everything step by step. Step by step. Ooh, baby. Okay, y'all, me and my outburst. Okay, onion is done, all right? So we have our onion, and we have our chayote, which is going to be our potato substitute. All right, so I'm going to just pour out the water. I think we did well. No tears, all right? Let me clean my hands. Rinse this off. Let's go ahead and smash this garlic because we do have some more veggies to prep. Hello, Teak. Hello, Wonder Hills. Thank you so much for being here. Bria says good afternoon. Hello, my dear. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So we have our turkey, onion, 3 cloves of garlic. So let me just clean this up. And y'all know the cutting board. This is my favorite side. But your cutting board has 2 sides. This side with the groove. Get into the groove whenever you're cutting any liquids, anything that can leak out. Think lemon, think tomato, think raw chicken. It has this little moat around here. And that allows the liquids to pool here so they don't go out onto the counter, okay? And then the other side, hello, UT, the other side is for your dry ingredients. Let's get into the garlic. All right, so again, this is a bulb, and we need 3 cloves. We're gonna go with the fresh, so we're just gonna snap it open. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm gonna have to turn this off, but I wanna play it so bad for you. Alexa, set volume to 0. I have this skill on my little robot
when it hears water running in the kitchen, it starts playing cooking music. So that's my happy place in the kitchen. But y'all know on these streams, you'll get a copyright strike for, using other people's content. So want to be respectful. Hello, Dick King. Thank you so much for being here. Lady C says step by step. Y'all remember, what was that? Not Backstreet Boys. What was that band? Step by step. Ooh, baby. New Kids on the Block. Oh my gosh, I'm old. Okay, focus, Maggie. 3 cloves of garlic. All right, so the big one is the bulb. These little pieces are the clove. All right, so we're just going to, like the onion, break the wrapper, if you will. We want to get the papery parts off and get down to the shiny bits. And we're just going to dice this up as well. So we're going to get nice garlicky flavor in our soup. And again, if you're doing a low calorie or a lighter meat, since we're using turkey, not pork or sausage, let me just get the tip off here. The key, especially with vegetables, New Kids on the Block, thank you. The key with vegetables, or if you're eating lighter, okay, we all go through it. If you're trying to cut back, it's a holiday season, you don't want to eat everything full flavor, and you're using some lower fat ingredients, the key to make it palatable is to season the heck out of it. Now, I don't have to worry about salt. I do have to worry about sugar, but your Italian seasoning, your garlic, your salt and pepper, your chilies, your whatever. Find a good all-purpose seasoning that you like and really get in there. That will make your vegetables taste better. All right, I got like 3.5 here, but it's fine. All right. So yes, I have a musical mind. I'm one of those that I hear a word and then it's like, oh my gosh, the song. So you all can see we want to get the papery parts off. We want your garlic to be nice and smooth. Pardon me. And that's what we're going to chop. So I'm just making sure that we got all the paper off. It's in the same family as the onion, so it's going to be very similar. And I don't mind garlic. I don't mind it all over my hands. Some people don't like it, but when you're cooking, you get in there with your food. Hello, Grizzle. Hello, Official. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, everyone on TikTok. I'm taking my time today, y'all. We're making a Olive Garden copycat, Zuppa Toscana. All right, so let's dice our garlic cloves. So I'm just giving those a slice, and then I'll run the knife through them. We just need little bits. Since it's going into a soup, again, doesn't have to be perfect, but you just want to get that flavor distributed well. And you could even double the garlic if you wanted to. So just rocking the knife through, trying to get some small pieces. And we're good. All right. Lost one. Okay. It just happened again. You might win some, but you really lost one. Oh my gosh, y'all. We will be here all night. Focus, Maggie. Okay. All right. Oh, I know words to songs, even if I don't like the song. I love Lauryn Hill, but y'all know what I mean. It sticks with me. Okay, so we have 3 cloves of garlic. So we have our garlic ready to go. What else do we need? Everybody's doing well? All right, so 3 cloves of garlic. We got our Italian seasoning, we got our onion, we got the squash, red pepper flakes. So we have that. So the same ones that you put on your pizza. So we have red pepper flake, and then a 1/2 cup of sun-dried tomato. Now her recipe says drained and chopped. Let me clean as we go. So you can get sun-dried tomatoes in the jar, but usually they come soaked in oil. And so if you're trying to watch the calories, hello vegetarian, hello Mikhail. I got this from Kroger. So I got sun-dried tomato in the pack. All right, so there's no oil in here. Maybe they were cooked with oil, but I do have some. If you don't like tomatoes, I may have another substitute. Y'all can use peppers, maybe. Okay. These are from BJ's. BJ's is a warehouse, like a store, like a Sam's Club or a Costco. And this is fire roasted red peppers, but this is in water, not oil. And so they're only 10 calories. Okay. Now I love that. So usually when you get sun-dried tomatoes like this was a 2-pack, they're in oil. So maybe this could be a substitute for you. But we need a half a cup, which is like a handful. So I'm just going to use these. And I'm just going to eyeball it. And we'll chop these up. Oh, smells so good. Did I want to do that? It's not bad. It's not sweet. It's like a tomato skin. A little chewy, kind of raisiny texture. Hello, Skate. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So I just want to eyeball it. It says a half cup of sun-dried tomato. Oh, we need more than that. Yeah. And honestly, on a soup, you can do whatever you like. Double or triple the veggies. Poodle says you can also find sun-dried tomatoes in the tray package, no oil or water at the International Food Market. Thank you. I love cooking with y'all because we learn together. I don't know everything. Y'all don't know everything. We learn together. All right. So I really wanted to get our sun-dried tomatoes. But that's the other thing, y'all. There's just so many extra calories sometimes that are hidden. So if you're trying to lose, getting your sun-dried tomatoes dried instead of in oil could be a good substitute for you. So just giving you all some inspiration. Hello, Darip. Hello, Ben Crown. All right, so we have a half a cup of these. So we are going to just dice up sun-dried tomatoes, drained and chopped. So we'll just run the knife through those. All right. We'll have all of our veggies. We'll look like a proper cooking show class. I am your teacher. You all are the scholars. I'm just going to kind of press the knife through here since these are kind of like chewy, like a date or like a raisin. You know, they've taken all the moisture out of them. So I don't know. Can I really cut? It's kind of, yeah, but they're already in kind of little strips. This one doesn't cut clean, but let's just kind of make them a little bit smaller. And then what's next? Salt and pepper, we got that. And then she uses chicken broth. I did order some chicken broth from Kroger, so we'll have that. Or I do have another substitute for you all. I'll show you. You can make your own. Oh, it smells good. Once you cut into them, like it just releases the oils, it actually smells quite nice. All right, we have our sun-dried tomatoes. Everything is coming along, class. We got sun-dried tomato, we got garlic, we have chayote. This is our potato substitute, and we have onion. All right, so chicken broth. I just bought these from Kroger. We need 6 cups. So we're making a big pot of soup. This is good because I can eat it tonight and I can eat it tomorrow. So we have the low sodium chicken broth, or use whatever chicken broth you can have. All right, so this is Kroger brand. Well, this one is organic and this one is just Kroger brand. Use what works for you. Okay, so we got chicken broth and then kale. All right, so I do have kale. I got it by mistake. I asked for cilantro, but whoever grabbed my groceries got me kale. I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to use the lemonades I have to make, I'm going to use the lemons I have to make lemonade. So I'm going to use the kale I have to make Zuppa Toscana, right? Hello, Austin. Cynthia says, Maggie, I used some of your substitute techniques to make a pizza with the cauliflower crust. I also used vegan pepperoni. That's a thing? I've never heard of vegan pepperoni. I've heard of turkey pepperoni. That's awesome. I also used vegan pepperoni along with other ingredients. It's a start. Thank you. You're welcome, my dear. It was actually delicious. You inspired me to try different things. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for the claps. Yeah, I remember one of my day one scholars, Vel, said, she sent me a beautiful note and she said, Maggie, thank you for giving us permission to try other things. And, you know, some of y'all are new. Some of y'all know me, been on a health and wellness journey, and I was tested for food sensitivities. Mikai says that's right. And I got a list of foods that my body doesn't tolerate well. I love them, but they don't love me back. So I'm in the kitchen cooking with what I can eat. But I always like to say, we don't know what we like. We like what we know. And we're all creatures of habit. And sometimes it's just like, well, this is what mom did and grandma did, and this is the only way. So I'm either brave enough or dumb enough to come in here and try new stuff. We never made this soup before. Oh, for y'all that are just coming in, this is what we're making. I'm gonna get the kale.
I wish you guys could taste this. I've
Me
lost
too.
135 pounds by making meals like this, and this is my lighter version of a Zuppa de Toscana. I'm starting off with Italian sausage, but you can use ground turkey, ground beef, your meat of choice. Let it brown. I'm gonna add in my onion and garlic. I'm adding in chayote just to keep it low carb, but you can totally use potato. Dried tomatoes, we mix. I'm using some Italian seasoning, garlic powder, some onion powder, chili flakes for some spice, and salt and pepper. Okay, this looks perfect. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my kettle and fire bone broth. Now this is full of collagen and it's gonna add 40 grams of protein to my soup. I'm adding my almond milk and this will actually cut the calories by more than half. So now I'm gonna bring it down to a simmer and add in my kale. We can never forget some fresh Parmesan cheese. My goodness.
That's it. So all we need to do is strip the kale and then we're ready to start cooking. Our ingredients are all prepped and ready. This is probably one of those that the longer you let it sit and the flavors get connected with each other, it'll be even better. But we're going to eat it tonight. Hello, Ish is here. Thank you. Poodle says, you believe kale is used in the Olive Garden recipe? Yes, and I do have kale. So let me get that out. I got it by mistake, but no complaints here. Okay. So the recipe calls for a bunch of kale, which we have a bunch of kale. Not cilantro, but shout out to Instacart. All right. And I've shared with you all, some people don't like kale because when you cut into it, are we going to use, yeah, let's use the salad spinner. Oh, shoot, I didn't get it out. I should have gotten that out. Do I want to jump up to the top? Anyway, what I was going to say, some people don't like kale because when you cut into it, whatever is in here, like the enzyme or something, it does have a bitter taste. That's how these plants defend themselves. So you actually want to do the opposite with kale. Usually with our greens, we wash first and then chop it. With kale, you want to do the opposite. You want to cut it first and then wash it. Okay, so that'll rinse away that bite that's in the kale. If you don't mind it, then that's fine. So that's why I'm just gonna go straight into, let's strip it and cut it. Let me see how hard my salad spinner is to get. Oh, oh my God. I can't. Sorry, y'all. I have all these gadgets and I put them away. Oh, all right. So we're just going to strip the stem off. And let me just put it in a bowl. And we're just going to rinse it old school way. I'm turning into my mom. You buy them all these gadgets and they end up doing their own thing. So I'm just going to put the kale that we pull off in here. And I'm leaving it. Oh, air conditioning. I'm like, who is here? Hello, Ip. Thank you so much for being here. So I'm just going to leave it like this in the big leaves and rinse it. And it'll go into the soup just like that. So this would be a great activity for the kiddos. These meals ain't free. Get them in the kitchen with you. So they can get their fingers in here and strip some of these veggies. Oh, I thought it would work really well. Thank you so much. Cooking with Aisha, sending squares. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Patsy says massaging kale makes it tender. Okay, wonderful. All right, perfect. Oh. All right. So let's go ahead and get this off. Apparently you can massage the kale. There's so much y'all can do. You can use kale like this 3 different ways, right? Thank you. You can use it in a salad. So basically replace this for lettuce in your salads and it'll give you more of a structure to your salad. And I'm trying to use the greens that have more nutrition because they'll keep you fuller longer. You can use it in a soup like we're doing. Just take the leaves off of the stem. And then once we get them in the hot broth, they'll kind of wilt down, not all the way, but they'll wilt down and give you some good veggies inside your soup. And then you can also make kale chips. You can grease them up
and air fry or bake them, and they turn into crunchy little chips, salt and pepper, or however you like to season them. A little goes a long way with kale. All right, so just take it easy. Sometimes you just start eating, eating, eating. All right. Thank you all so much for being here. So almost done with this. I may get in there and tear it a little bit more. Oh, it was starting to ice up. My fridge is colder than I thought. So it's just got this vein that we want to keep this part out of our soup. Maybe this is cookable, eatable, edible. I don't know. But we're getting a big old bowl. And you can make lovely kale salads. So again, remember we are tearing first, and then if I had long arms, I'd get my salad spinner. But we're just going to really rinse it in the sink, get that enzyme off of there. And I think that's it. Almond milk and Parmesan. Yeah, we're going to make our soup. We're going to start by browning our turkey. Okay, so we have our bunch of kale here. So I'm just going to toss these. I don't know if you would use them for anything else, but I'm just going to toss them. All right, so I'm going to give this a nice rinse in the sink. And I'm actually going to just kind of let them sit in some water for a little bit while we... All right, I think we're ready. We're done with the cutting board. So we're going to switch over to the cooktop and let's get started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Crystal says, does kale taste like spinach? No, let me get one of these wet pieces. Ugh. No, it doesn't taste like spinach. It's got a little bit more. Let me see. It's actually good. It's kind of got a light sweetness, grassier. It's got more structure than spinach. Spinach to me kind of wilts nicely and it's got more of a bland taste. This is definitely, and y'all see I'm kind of like letting all the goodness come out. I think we're good here. It tastes a slightly bitter, but not in a bad way. So if you like a good Dijon, you know how a little mustard has got a little tang, gets you back here. It's kind of got that kind of flavor going on. Got that flavor in your ear. All right. Ooh, beautiful. And it just cooks up so bright and green once it hits the heat. All right, class. We have our kale. But yeah, I say give it a try. And if you're new to different greens, do a blend. So do like a spring mix and put a little bit of kale in there, or just taste it raw, see how you like it. All right. So we have all of our veggies beautiful and prepped. Now we can actually start the cooking. All right, everyone. Making a big pot of Zuppa Toscana. So let us get the cooktop and we're going to brown our ground turkey. Again, you can use any meat. If you have some ground Italian sausage, turkey sausage, anything. All right, trying to position this so everyone can see. Thank you all for all of the support. All right. All right. Hello, Ja. Hello, peeps. Thank you so much for being here. Cynthia says he also tastes delicious cooked just like collard greens or turnips. I am not a collard greens or turnips fan, but that sounds amazing. And again, food is so subjective, and I absolutely love it because people have a visceral reaction. You love or you despise your food. All right, so let's get our big stock pot on. Oh, I dropped my papers. So since we're making soup, we got a big old pot. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on medium, and we're gonna open our ground turkey and put it here, all right? Pardon me. All right, our recipe. So I'm just using some ground turkey that I had in the fridge, in the freezer actually. So I let it thaw in the fridge. So let's get, I'll just use this knife. No, yeah, let me open it over the sink. Y'all know how it just kind of, meh. All right. So let's let this warm just a little. Since we're making a soup, I'm not putting any oil in the pan. I guess you can if you want to,
But again, just really trying to cut back here. Hello, Prince. Crystal loves collard greens. Absolutely. I love spinach. But that's the thing, you know, and let your kids try different vegetables and let them pick the one that they like. So offer a variety. If they don't like one vegetable, it doesn't have to be kale. It doesn't have to be collards. If they love spinach, zucchini, whatever it is. Hello, Green Solution. Okay, so this is warming up. Let's put our ground turkey in here. And we'll break that up and let it brown. All right, so we want to get our meat nice and crumbled up. So we're going to have lots of protein in our soup, which keeps us fuller longer. Hello, YC. And it slows us down eating it. All right, so let's let this brown. And I'm not going to drain it. We're just going to leave it all in there. Now, at this point, I know she seasoned it later, but y'all, I like the seasoning to be in the meat, right? So when you bite down, I think the best recipes are when every individual ingredient tastes good. And then it's like, when you get the full bite, it's like, oh my gosh, yummy. So let's see what she has for seasonings while this is doing its thing so we get it incorporated, all right? Hello, Wings. Hello, Bam. Thank you all so much for being here. And you could, honestly, whatever Italian flavors you like. This is the 100 calorie Zuppa Toscana, all right? Just a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Y'all remember what I said earlier. We're gonna taste as we go. So the first time I make a recipe, I try to do it exactly their way, and then after that, we doctor it up. So we have a teaspoon here. Poodle says, I use isolated whey protein and air fried, delicious. Oh, broccoli stalks, sliced horizontally, egg batter and flour. Yes, you all can use your broccoli stalks, your carrot stalks, all of that, and make like your own fry substitutes. So we have our Italian seasoning, or if you have oregano, basil, I got the fresh one. I may have to put some fresh one in here. So a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Feel like I need more. And a teaspoon of crushed red pepper. So we're using the red pepper flakes. So we're going to get in here and add a teaspoon extra if you like it spicy. We're going to add a lot of broth, so that's going to water down. Hello, Mr. Combs. Hello, Cash. Hello, Envy. Hello, Pretty. Thank you all so much for being here. We got the salt and pepper. Let's go ahead and get in there with salt and pepper pretty liberally. No measurement. Again, I don't have to worry about salt. But if you do, you could do some salt-free seasonings. I think my Italian seasoning is a salt-free seasoning. So if you're using like a garlic salt, why am I not putting the garlic in here with the meat? I want that in here. Add your meat and cook until brown. Getting in with the pepper. All right, so let's get this going. Y'all see we have our meat starting to brown, but with ground meat, we're using ground turkey. We want all of the pink out. All right, so let's get it together. I'm just looking at the recipe. It says brown the meat and then add the onion and garlic. Okay, so I'm just gonna put the top on. With the top on, it keeps the steam trapped in there, so it'll cook slightly faster for us. Let's see if there's anything we can clean. All right, we're done with this. Mom says clean as you go, kids. All right, class, let's not leave a mess for anyone. All right, then we'll stir it around. Stir it up. Little darling, stir it up. All right, so I'll turn it up just a hair. Let's go. Ooh, y'all, the Italian seasoning, I just have a hack for you. If you want to make Italian sausage, you just need Italian seasoning and crushed red pepper. When I open up the top, it has that smell of like sausage. You know how sausage is kind of savory and peppery? Kaluma says, have you ever tried walnut as a meat substitute? No, I have not. I didn't even know that was a thing. I know that we use almonds as a substitute, like almond flour. I'm going to use almond milk. But no, never walnuts. But yeah, if you're doing the vegan version of this, you could do the impossible meat. I don't know what else you could do. Walnuts. That's a new one for me. All right, looking good, y'all. But yes, if you need to make sausage, anything, hello Black and hello Ray 7. Any ground meat, Italian seasoning, and crushed red pepper. All right, so I don't really see any more pink. I'm gonna take a taste before I add anything else. Y'all know I'm always tasting, clearly. But that way, you know how your composition is as you go. And this allows you to season it while it's still percolating. So let me bring my tasting spoons are all in here. All right. Always a clean spoon when we taste. All right, this is looking good. So this is just our ground meat so far. And it looks like we have all of the pink out, all right? So let me taste for seasoning. Just get a little piece. And that way, if you want it extra flavorful, go ahead and add it at this point, because when we put all the broth in there, it's going to dilute. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Woo! Y'all, we just made sausage. Focus, Maggie. Okay, what are we doing? Add the meat, add onion. So we dice the whole onion going in, all right? We're greedy, we want everything. Woo! When that onion hits that heat, hope you like onion, I do. Add onion and garlic. We have 3 cloves of garlic going in. So it's nice and sausagey. It's gonna be nice and oniony, and it's gonna be nice and garlicky. Lady C says, try kosher or Celtic sauce. Salt, they have less sodium. Hello, King. Hello, Wambi. I do have kosher, yeah. So that's good to know. I'll keep this just from the dollar store if you all are worried about sodium. Excellent. So let's get this incorporated. Soup's on, class. We're making soup today. I hope you're hungry. What do y'all like with your soup? Do you like grilled cheese? Do you like a good crusty bread, like a baguette? I took Kaylee out. When my students are in town, I love to take them out. Took Kaylee out to Cafe Intermezzo. We had croissants and we had a baguette. Y'all know I don't eat like that. Research. So good. Oh, sorry, y'all, that was loud. Oof. I'm like a wild woman in here. When the food starts getting ready, I start getting excited, so I need to slow down. Ooh, Wings family likes garlic toast. Hello, Neck. Hello, Ask. And hello, Matt. Oh, good to see you. Logan, y'all check out the ice cream tree. We did a collab. 8 or 9-year-old author. We did a collab. He wrote a book. I think it's incredible. You all check out Logan and family. All right, so we're sauteing our garlic and onion with our ground turkey. And so again, we put in ground turkey, but with the seasonings, it tastes like ground sausage. So if you don't have sausage for an ingredient, you can make it. You can easily make it. Whatever ground meat that you have, turkey sausage, chicken sausage, just put ground turkey, ground chicken. You need Italian seasoning and red pepper flakes. That's gonna give it that yamola. And I just made that. Lady C says, you love it? Absolutely. Okay, so our onion and our garlic is sauteing down with our meat, with our sausage. So this is gonna be in our Zuppa Toscana. Whoops. So I'll let it go just a little bit longer and then we'll taste it again. But you can see the liquid, uh-oh, TikTok, you don't stop. Or if I don't touch it every hour, it will stop. Okay, so you all can see in here the flakes from the Italian seasoning. It's really getting in there. And the liquid is kind of like cooking down. So we have more of a, like the base of a stew. So just another minute. Then after this, we're gonna add our chayote and our, ooh, yes, like cornbread with your soup. Oh my God. Y'all are talking my love language, which is carbs. Hello, hymns. I know, but we gotta cut back, y'all, or I do. I gotta speak for myself. It's that time of year. All right. It's that time of year. There's going to be snackables everywhere. So I'm going to try and do more soups and more salads. If you all want me to do a salad series, put the salad emoji in the chat. I came across like a Food Network article of like 30 salads or 50 salads. I was like, ooh, you can put that in a salad? If not, just put the like no emoji in the chat. Okay. But I want to do lighter foods because y'all already know I need to order Thanksgiving. And because I cook every day, I have the holidays catered. I'm not trying to stress myself. Okay, let's get in here. Let's try a little bit of garlic, onion, and our homemade turkey sausage. Mmm. Good, but with the onion and the garlic, it diluted a little bit. So I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and then keep going. Now we will add the chayote. This is our potato substitute, all right? So this is our squash that simulates potato and sun-dried tomatoes. So you all can see, you can toss this together. Nesha wants a salad series. Crystal wants a salad series. All right, let's stir it up again. Sorry. So you all see with the prep, it really is longer to chop everything up. I like to give you everything fresh from scratch, but if you don't have time to do that, you can buy some of the stuff already done for you, and then make grilled cheese for the kids, but give them a good warming soup. All right. So we have our potato and sun-dried tomatoes in here, and then I guess we just go straight into the broth. Let's see. For those of y'all that just came in, we did.
Add in my onion and garlic.
Yep.
I'm adding in chayote just to keep it low carb, but you can totally use potato.
Yep.
Dried tomatoes.
Yep.
We mix.
Using
some Italian seasoning.
I already
garlic
seasoned.
powder.
Oh, garlic
some
powder.
Onion powder. Chili flakes for some spice, and salt and pepper.
She didn't have that in the printable recipe, but I'll just add a little bit more and I'll taste it. We did fresh garlic. You see, she's using garlic powder, which is fine. Hello, beloved. Garlic powder and onion powder. Let's try a little bit of that. Garlic powder and onion powder. So these should also be staples for you. We're just going to season it up a little bit because, again, with every ingredient that you add, it dilutes just a little bit. Y'all, that Italian seasoning is working in here. Like all of these flavors. All right. I know the potato is still a little rough, but I'm going to get some onion and tomato with a little bit of homemade sausage. Ooh, the kosher salt. A little kick. Mm-hmm. All right, little garlic powder, not too much because I think the fresh garlic is good. Little onion powder. Again, this was just dollar store ground turkey, but it's really coming to life. All right, let's go ahead and do our broth. We're ready for soup. If the boys were here, they'd be circling around me. I am going to taste one of these potatoes before we add the broth, just to see what happens when you cook it down. So the recipe calls for 6 cups of broth. All right. Hello, Lonnie. Hello, I am. So 6 cups is going to be 1.5 of these because this is 32 ounces. A cup is 8 ounces. So this is 4. Do the struggle math. So this is a lower sodium. Do whatever works for you. So let's do 6 cups. Let's just do a measurement. So we need 6 cups of broth. So this is going to give us the broth from our soup. And I'll show you all another little hack. I'm just making dishes by pouring this in here, but I'm just going to measure it and see. Is it 6? Or is this one 4? And I'm just giving our potatoes a little time. Yeah. 32 ounces. So we have 4 cups of broth. Let me show y'all what else you can do. You can buy the broth in the container like I did, or the bouillon cube. You can make your own broth. And I use this to sip on. If I want a soup, just put the powder in with hot water, almost like a tea, and stir on it. It's like a chicken noodle soup without the chicken, without the noodle. Hello, Ty. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, Josh. Hello, Reese. But it is 0 calories. All right. So if you're trying to, oh, it's locked up on us. If you're trying to cut calories, this is an option for you, a nice little snacking option. Let's see if it focuses on its own. All right. So we're at 4 cups of broth, but we need 6 for the soup. So I'm going to do 2 more cups. Just watching here. Okay, perfect. And you should have chicken broth. Hello, Patsy from Louisiana, Kentucky. Hello, Des from Lubbock, Texas. I was just in Austin, right? Yes. Okay. So we have our Zuppa Toscana base. In here, we have our ground turkey, which we made into sausage with Italian seasoning and red pepper. We have onion, garlic, sun-dried tomato, and I want to try this chayote, which is our substitute for potato. I've never tried it before. I'm just going to try it with the other stuff. Let's get a little bit of onion, tomato, and garlic. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me put the broth and calm this down. Woo, the chili flakes coming to life. I love it. Okay. So the chayote, 6 cups of broth going in. So the chayote is definitely firmer than potato at this point. I don't know if it softens down all the way, but if you like your veggies to have a little texture, a little character to them, it's actually quite nice. It still has a little bit of the wateriness of like an apple or pear, but it's not sweet. And I can tell it's absorbing all of that flavor. Y'all see that Italian seasoning and all that? Okay, so we put this in here, and then I think we just add the kale. Let's take one more. Look, now that we're done with this. Gina says that's a great idea for soup. Oh yes, y'all, this is just the dollar store no chicken de pollo, or another budget-friendly and snack crusher, craving crusher. These bouillon cubes that you can get at the dollar store. Put one of these in a mug, put it underneath the Keurig, and just run it hot water and stir. And it literally tastes like chicken noodle soup without the chicken, without the broth. But if you just want to sip something hot and savory, these have been great for me. If you like snacking at night or you feel like you want some more food, it makes you feel like you're eating without eating. If that's important to you. If not, have a 4th meal. You're welcome, my dear. Okay. Hello, Janelle. Thank you so much for being here. And now we're going to add almond milk. Almond milk is going to be our substitute for heavy cream. I believe in Olive Garden, they probably use heavy cream, which if you can have it, have some for me. But we are going to use almond milk. So I'm going to grab mine. How much do we need?
Bring it down to the simmer and add in my kale.
Okay, 3 cups.
We can never forget some fresh Parmesan cheese. My goodness. Cheers.
Cannot wait.
Oh my gosh. I wish you guys could taste this. I've lost 100.
I wish y'all could taste it too. Now, oh, that's my iPod spot. Let's get 3 cups of almond milk, and that's going to give it some creaminess. You probably could do coconut milk, but coconut might overpower the Italian flavor. That's probably great for an island soup. But let's get almond milk to add to make it creamy. Now, another dollar store item, you can get shelf-stable almond milk. Poodle says, have you gotten into dehydrating food? No, you make your own spices, onion, garlic, and parsley. I'm so bad with wasting herbs. I haven't. So I have unsweetened almond milk. So we need 2 cups, and we're going to put that in. That's going to make our soup from like a broth soup to more of a cream soup. Hello, Faye. Thank you so much for being here. But I want to taste it first, and then we'll add the dairy. All right, so let's give this a taste with the broth. So it's starting to do a little simmer. So if I just get a little or a lot spoonful, greedy, and let me get some broth. It's hot, so be careful, but I want to taste it before we add the cream to it.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Y'all, I'm so glad we seasoned the meat. In the recipe, she seasons it now, but having that onion and garlic and all that in that meat, Okay, almond milk. If you don't like a cream-based soup, you could probably just stop here and add the kale, but we're doing Olive Garden copycat. So we need 2 cups of almond milk. So I make my hot cocos, I make everything. Ooh, do I have 2 cups? Almost. Excuse me, need more almond milk. All right, so we're going non-dairy. Oh yeah. All right, so let's give this another stir, and then we're gonna add the kale in here, and we're done. Oh, with the cheese. Cheese, please. Oh. Let me stir it up. And it really doesn't need to boil. I know, so this is a lighter version. If you used heavy whipping cream, it would be like nice and like milky. But as long as we get the flavor, we're good. Let's add our kale. But it's coming along, coming along. Hello, Faye from Charlotte. All right, so this was a whole one bunch of kale. It says stripped and chopped. I didn't really chop it. All right, let me do a quick chop. Chop, chop, chop to it. I thought you could just tear it. I don't think it has to be that perfect though. We're literally gonna chop, and toss inside there. All right. So some of these are, some of these are like bite size. Some of them are a little bit bigger strips. So I'm just running the knife through the kale that was stripped and rinsed, and then I'm gonna add it into the soup. And notice how bright and green it will get. All right, we're gonna do all the kale. Again, a little goes a long way, but this could be a great for the family. Make them their grilled cheese sandwiches or their cornbread or their garlic toast or their baguettes or whatever you like to dip in your soup. All right, this is a wrap. Whatever you like to dip in your soup. All right. I almost want to stop there, y'all. Yeah, I don't want it to overtake. I think this is good. I think I'll save this kale maybe for an omelet or something because I think I had 2 bunches. But I think this is good. Because you want your soup to be balanced. You don't want it to look overpowered. Let's give it one more taste and we'll add the cheese and we're done. All right. Soup is heavy. Let me move it. Hello, Kirk. Hello, Chatty. Hello, Marcus. Hello, King. Thank you all so much for being here. All right. So our Zuppa Toscana is doing its thing. I'll turn it up just a little bit. Let's give it a stir. This is our copycat Olive Garden. You can see we have our potato, which is squash. Look how the beautiful, like bright green it's coming. It's becoming. Love it. Okay. And then Parmesan. Do we put Parmesan cheese in the whole thing or do we put Parmesan cheese on our portion? A 1/4 cup freshly grated. Let's get in there with the Parmesan. Now, I have a substitute. Let me show y'all. Oh, there's the bacon. I was looking for that. Oh, here it is. Okay. So again, I'm your substitute teacher because I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. If you can have the full flavor, please have some for me. Hello, free world. But I am going to be using Manchego. You all know this is my substitute for Parmesan. When I say dairy free, I have to avoid cow dairy, okay? If you can have it, please enjoy. But I can have goat's milk products, plant-based milk products, sheep's milk products. So this one is 100% sheep's milk, and you can see it comes on like a cheese wheel. So I'm going to grate this directly inside here, and it's got that dry, aged, salty kind of flavor that will go great with any Italian flavors. All right, y'all, it's percolating, it's looking good. We're going to put some cheese on there and serve. All right, so let's open this up. I'm going to take off. This is good, like a good charcuterie board. You can put it on crackers. Now, it does have the edible wax, but I'm not eating that, so I'm just going to cut off the sides. Now, what I've heard, I'm just going to do it on the napkin, all janky. What I've heard is that if your soup is simmering for a long time, one second, what you can do, this wax is edible. You could cut this off and just put that in the soup and just, maybe I should, right? Just put it in the soup and just let it extract all that flavor. Got that flavor in your ear? All right. So you all can see, we're just gonna go carefully on the side here. And then same thing here. Would you put that in the soup or no? If you want me to put it in the soup, put the soup emoji, or we can leave it. It's got a good flavor on its own. Okay, so almost, and I've already given you all your cheese etiquette. If you don't know, let me know. So we're just gonna grate this in there, all right? Oh, it's looking beautiful. All right, let's get our Brandon L. Jet got us our microplane. Will this work? Let's see. It's very sharp, so we're just going to grate our cheese in here. It's percolating. I think we're done. Quarter cup, like a small handful. Get the towel. I know, right? Y'all are ready. So we're just grating directly on top. And then we'll do a little bit more as a garnish. And y'all know I always tell you that is the key. Save some ingredients as your garnish. Since this is a soup, you can kind of see everything that's in there when you go in for a big spoonful. But if this were like a baked something, save a little bit of something and then sprinkle on top the parsley, you know, the Parmesan, a little sun-dried tomato. It just makes the presentation nicer. Y'all are so funny. All right, so it's nice and cheesy. You can smell it. It's nice and salty. We'll give it one last stir it up, and then we'll give it a taste. But hopefully you all can see our Zuppa Toscana, our Olive Garden copycat with almond milk. So it's dairy-free. So we'll stir some cheese in, and then we'll plate. All right, y'all. Soup is done. And we got a lot of flavors going on in there. Of course, substitute anything that you don't like. Let's get a big bowl. All right. So her recipe says this is 100 calorie. Hello, Stephen. 100 calorie soup. I don't know. Can someone Google if you got the Zuppa Toscana at Olive Garden? Let's say a cup, I don't know how much is a portion, a cup or a bowl. How many calories, just for comparison, y'all know, eat what you want to. But we have our turkey sausage, we have kale, we have chayote squash, which is our potato substitute, onion, garlic, and sun-dried tomatoes, all right? So let's put that in here. This is dinner for me, y'all. So if you're new here, I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. I make food and femininity content. I do stream every day. It's about 50-50. But we are making a copycat Olive Garden Zuppa Toscana soup. And we're going to shave a little bit of fresh manchego cheese on there. Let me get a little bit more broth, y'all. I'm getting excited. I want to start tap dancing now. All right, it's hot in my hand. I think we're good. So you can see a little bit of everything. Who's ready for soup? Are you ready for this? Wings of Family says 220 calories. So this is half the calories. Hello, long live. So you can have twice as much soup Maggie style. All right, focus. let's clean up. Let's take a quick picture. So once this cools, y'all, we can eat on this for like 2 or 3 days. All right. So we made our soup from scratch. We're going to take pictures. That's how my channel started, just making these recipes. And then I take the final picture, and then people were like, you made that? Yes, y'all, we made that. Okay. Clean everything out of the way. We'll take pictures so it looks like we actually know what we're doing. Can everybody see? Hello, see card. All right, I'm just going to take a picture this way because I'm ready. Miss Smith says it looks delicious. Des says it looks good. Jurgen is here, our meatitarian. Okay, thank you. It looks good. Oh, we forgot the extra cheese, please. All right, because it's going to melt as soon as we put it on. But we're going to do a little bit of cheese right on top, a little bit of a lot. If y'all are the, who are my Olive Garden people that never tell them to stop? Y'all know who you are. All right, we got our Zuppa Toscana. All right. It's nice and hot in my hands. If you want extra heat, do extra heat. Thank you, Long Live. Let me take a picture before our cheese melts. All right. And I want it to look beautiful. Food styling. Try and get a shot where you can see the sun-dried tomato, everything. So when y'all see this up on my page and people are like, Maggie, you made that? Yes, we made it. We made it. We made it. All right. Do some with the flash. Don't be afraid to get on top. If you want more heat, do extra chili flake. Feel like I should put a spoon in there or on the side. It's kind of big. I don't know. Does that mess it up or does that look okay? And then we'll do a quick video. Woo! Exciting. All right. So I'll give you all the announcements as we close out. Of course, I got to taste it for you and give you your towel dance. Y'all are so silly. All right. All right. I'm excited. So we made so for those of y'all who just hopped in, we made the Zuppa Toscana, Olive Garden copycat.
By making meals like this, and this is my lighter version of a Zuppa de Toscana. I'm starting off with Italian sausage, but you can use ground turkey, ground beef, your meat of choice. Let it brown. I'm gonna add in my onion and garlic. I'm adding in chayote just to keep it low carb, but you can totally use potato.
I'll hold it up again.
Tomatoes, we mix. I'm using some Italian seasoning, garlic powder, some onion powder, chili flakes for some spice, and salt and pepper. Okay, this looks perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my Kettle and Fire bone broth. Now this is full of collagen and it's going to add 40 grams of protein to my soup. I'm adding my almond milk and this will actually cut the calories by more than half.
Or heavy
cream. So now I'm going to bring it down to a simmer and add in my kale.
We did that.
We can never forget some fresh Parmesan cheese.
Or
my
manchego.
goodness, cheers.
All right, y'all. So that's the recipe. All right. I'm excited, y'all. I'm really excited. I'm vamping for time because we want it to cool down. I don't want it to like hurt me. All right, but we gotta get a good bite. We gotta get a good bite. Here I come, y'all. Here I come. I just don't want to burn it. Y'all know how we get greedy and we get excited. All right. So you all wanted to see it again. There you go, TikTok. All right. So we have our kale. We have our tomato. We have our everything. Y'all, we're going in. All right, so let's get some meat. Let's get some kale. Let's get some chayote, which is our squash. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh my gosh. And some onion and some broth and some tomato. Trying to get the perfect bite. Oh yeah. Proper etiquette. Soup is from the side, but I don't want to make a mess. Shout out to the finishing school. I teach etiquette classes. Y'all, this soup. Okay, wait a minute. A lot going on. Y'all, I actually think I like this better because potato, you all know potato in a soup, you bite down on it, it's kind of soft and it kind of disappears. This chayote, this squash, it's got like a structure to it. So it's not that it bites back, it is tender, but it's actually got like a really good character and a slight sweetness, not sweet like an apple or pear. We hit it out of the park with the ground turkey, seasoning it.
before we added everything else. It's got a nice flavor. And y'all, the heat, the chili flake heat with the temperature heat, y'all, I'm so excited. It's so good. Okay. You know, I'm going to put some more on here. I'm so excited. Does anybody else get excited about food? Okay, y'all. So we made our Zuppa Toscana. I made a whole pot full. So this can be dinner for multiple days, y'all. It's incredible. The flavor is great. Hello, Abundant Favor. Thank you so much for being here. Maggie, I hope you actually a roundtable feminine talk show. Interesting. Never thought about that, but thank you so much. All right, so let's see, announcements. So first of all, thank you as always, Miss Aisha, for allowing me to stream on your platform. Lady C's laughing at me. Cynthia says, Crystal says, where's the bread on your table? I can't have them calories, y'all. I'm trying to, I had bread yesterday at the cafe. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, you like the reaction? Y'all, good food is good food. So thank you, Miss Aisha, for the opportunity to stream on your channel. I am so incredibly grateful. We will be wrapping up our Mondays with Maggie series, I believe next Monday. We're done at the end of October. So if you're new to my channel, I am Maggie the Substitute Teacher on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, on Twitter, on Instagram, and TikTok. All right. I do stream every day. I make food and femininity content, and I love cooking it up for you all. Usually Monday through Friday about this time, like 5 or 6 p.m. East Coast. I'm in Atlanta. And then on the weekends, usually a little bit earlier, like a lunch or stream on Saturdays and a breakfast stream on Sundays. So let's see, upcoming things. My website is teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. If you're interested in food content, I have a dining masterclass. I'm going to be teaching live at Neiman Marcus here in Atlanta. All are welcome. It is a 4-hour masterclass, 5 courses. I will teach and you will eat. I'll show you how to hold your champagne glass, have past hors d'oeuvres, how to eat your starter elegantly, your salad, your main course, your dessert, your coffee, your tea. This is the time of year, ladies, where we have all those holiday parties and different things like that. If you want to make sure that you know how to dine like an elegant woman, I will teach you, and we will be in the private dining room at Neiman Marcus. The executive chef is going to let us have whatever we want. So if you want to learn how to eat elegantly with me, I will teach you. Go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com for all of the details. And I have a discount code for you all. You can use code Maggie for $50 off. And that's going to be Saturday, December 7th. It's from 12 noon to 4 p.m., 4 hours. If you want, afterwards, we're going to go to the spa. I have a penthouse spa next door where we can do manis and pedis, and I have gift spa robes and all that good stuff. So that's Saturday, December 7th. And gentlemen, if your lady's a little bit sloppy around the table, send her to me. I will teach her. If you like the food content, if you like the femininity content, we have wife lessons coming up. So ladies, if your mother never taught you how to be a good woman to a good man, Lucy and I have Wife Archetypes, which is a 4-week live class starting next month. We're getting ready to ship out the workbooks. Saturday, November 2nd, we're going to teach 4 Saturdays, 3 p.m. Eastern. It's taught live on Zoom. It is recorded and you have lifetime access. But if you want to know what marriage is, if you want to know what a husband is, if you want to know what a wife is, what is required of us, if you want to know how to be a good woman to a good man and have a traditional relationship, then we may have something to teach you. Again, you can use code Maggie, code WIFE for $50 off, and that's going to be Saturday, November 2nd. All right. Have a lovely evening, everyone. You all like the stream? Yes, this is so good. The soup is just warming up. I thought I would miss the creaminess with the almond milk, but the key on this one, season your Italian sausage or that ground turkey, season that well before you add everything else, because you can get the broth first and the broth and the veggies go down. Then when you bite into the meat, there's so much flavor. And because we cooked the meat first, it just absorbed all of that goodness in there. Oh, so good. All right, everyone. So today's Monday and we are done. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I'll be cooking something else. No idea what it is, but I love cooking for y'all. All right. Thank you all so much. Pardon me. And I will see you all tomorrow. Hello, Moon. We are dismissing. We're wrapping up. Thank you, Instagram.
Thank you all for the love. Thank you to my moderators. Thank you to everyone on TikTok for being here. I appreciate you so much. It's far away, but I'm trying to, oh God, y'all, these apps, I'm trying. Okay, there we go. Thank you all. Thank you on TikTok for all the shares and all of the love, and I'll see you all tomorrow. All right. Yes, I'll check my messages, but I'm going to eat first. All right. I'm going to eat my soup and then I'll get on Messenger and I'll send you that Instacart discount code. All right. You enjoyed it, Gina? Thank you, sweetheart. All right, everybody. Facebook, YouTube. Thank you again, Miss Aisha, USA Global TV, and Dr. Jacqueline Kerber. See you all tomorrow. All right. Good night.